good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Today, I'm going to talk about children with special needs. My name is Manji Tapial, and I have done my graduation from Amity University. So, it was a 4 year course, and I have completed my BEd in special education. And now I'm pursuing my master's in psychology. And I have also studied child development and how does their brain function. So I hope you're going to enjoy this session. Till then, you all can please keep your mics muted. If you want to open your camera, you can do that. But please make sure if you have any doubt, you can ask at the end of the session, or you have an option to write on the chat box, you can do that. I am going to share my screen, and once it is visible to you all, just to let me know. Can you all see my screen? Can any one of you unmute yourself and then tell me?
Yes, no.
Yes. Oh, thank
Madam, yes.
No.
No? Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for letting me know. Thank you. So if you have any doubt regarding any topic or anything, you can ask at the end of the session. We are going to have a 10-minute discussion about that. And first of all, I would like to thank Abhinav sir and Yuvan Association for giving me this opportunity so that I can share whatever I have learned through my journey. Are you all comfortable in English, or do you want me to conduct this session with both the languages, Hindi or English? Are you all
In English only.
In English only? Okay. So I'll try to use both the language. I think there are a few participants who are comfortable with Hindi, but if you have any doubt, you can write in the chat box. So today we are going to understand about the needs of children with learning disabilities. So basically, there are 21 disabilities, and one of them is specific learning disabilities. And as you all are teachers here, so I am going to share some tips and tricks that how can you manage these students and how can you support these students in a learning environment or in an inclusive classroom. So let's start this session. So this is a drawing made by a student who has specific learning disability. So she's a student of class 8. I'm not going to tell the name of the child. So there was a session going on in the classroom. So one counselor did one activity. She gave sheet to everyone and she just asked the child to draw whatever they feel about the classroom. So there were many beautiful drawings and one of the girl made this. She has written that this is hard. I don't understand this. She is referring this to her education or the daily classroom environment. Now, just imagine that you are going to your classroom and you are getting this feeling every day. आप classroom में जा रहे हो इस perspective से that I want to learn something new. But once you enter the classroom and you are very fearful, you are very anxious, and I don't understand anything. So in today's session, I hope we will create a spot for these children so that we can also understand what they feel in an inclusive classroom and how, as an educator, as a facilitator, we can help these children. Now, can anyone tell me how many of you are from maths background or you have studied maths during your college time, during your graduation or your 11th, 12th or your post graduation? Can you guys raise your hand? Can I see how many of you are from maths background? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. So we have 6 participants. Okay, that's really great. Okay, so my perspective of sharing this picture is not to make you feel that you don't know how to solve this problem, but I just want you to look at this problem and just feel that how easy for you to solve this question. Just give me a minute. I'm sharing my screen again. So on the screen, you can see there are two pictures. Now you can see the screen. There are two pictures. The first one is a mathematics problem, and those of you who are from the maths background, that this might seem familiar to you. So it's a limit problem. So limit का जो maths में आपने पढ़ा है. And second one is the picture of a child who has specific learning disability, and just have a look at this picture and try to understand it. And just tell me, okay, आप कितने minutes में how can you solve this problem or how can you understand this problem? In how much long is it taking for you to understand this problem? Let's see how many of you can understand it. Once you get the problem, you can write in the chat box. I have shared the screen with you. I am just stopping it. So if you can take a screenshot as well. See, my motive is not to check your knowledge or not to check your mathematics, but I just want to understand the problems I have shared, how long is it going for you to take to solve it? You can write in the chat box. Those of you are from maths background, you can write in the chat box. कितना टाइम आपको लगेगा ये प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने में? मिनिमम टाइम as per. Yes, someone has unmuted the mic. Yes, ma'am. Okay, is there anyone who can tell me? You can write in the chat box as well. In my opinion, I think I need 20-15 minutes to solve this problem if I'm familiar with that topic. I think minimum 15-20 minutes. And if you are very good at maths, I think that is going to take less time than that. So let's assume कि ये problem जो मैंने आपको दिखाई, it is going to take 10-15 minutes to solve this. Let's take that. 20 minutes, okay. Ashwarya ma'am is saying 20 minutes, okay. Let's take 20 minutes. Anyone else? Okay, let's consider as 15 or 20 minutes. So now just imagine, I'm sharing my screen again. 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes, okay. Most of you are saying the similar answer, 15 or 20 minutes. Now let's understand, for example, you are going in the classroom and ऐसी कोई प्रॉब्लम आपको दिख रही है, ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन यू आर सीइंग दैट यू थिंक इज डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू टू सॉल्व, और एटलीस्ट 50, आई थिंक जब हम मैथ्स करते हैं तो स्टार्टिंग के 2-3 minutes वी नीड टू प्लान व्हाट आर द स्टेप्स रिक्वायर्ड टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम, एंड जो कि इतनी डिफिकल्ट प्रॉब्लम है, सो आई थिंक वी नीड 5-6 minutes more to understand the problem. So now imagine if studying looks like this to you. If you're going to a classroom, if you're going from a perspective of learning anything and you're entering your classroom and आप study को देखकर, अपनी classroom को देखकर ऐसे डर जाओ कि what is this, what is happening around me, I'm not able to understand what is going around me. There are a lot of children. I remember, I am from a science background, but I still remember the days when I enter my classroom in 11th and 12th. I used to get scared a lot from a maths teacher, not because she was strict, but मुझे मैथ्स की प्रॉब्लम्स देख के इतना डर लगता था कि मुझे बस ये पीरियड जल्दी से खत्म हो. इट वाज अ 35 minutes पीरियड, बट आई यूज्ड टू विश कि बस ये निकल जाए पीरियड, बिकॉज मैथ सीम्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू मी. So just understand from the perspective of the child. हर बच्चा कुछ ना कुछ नया सीखना चाहता है. As per child psychology, कोई भी बच्चा, हम कहते हैं ना कि बच्चे का ध्यान नहीं है, that child is not interested in the classroom, वो पढ़ना नहीं चाहता है, he is very naughty or she is very naughty, she is not interested in studies. It's not that child is not interested in studies. We need to build that interest. I still remember when I joined my institute in my 11th and 12th classes. I still remember that, sir. Maths में I was just passing. वो भी border पे 1 or 2 marks की grace marks से. I still remember that. But when I met my maths tutor, I completely changed my perspective. He completely changed my perspective. उन्होंने मुझे मैथ्स इस तरह से पढ़ाई दैट मैं जो बॉर्डर पे पास होने वाली बच्ची थी, वो उसने 12th में अपने मैथ्स में 75 मार्क्स स्कोर किए, एंड आई वाज शॉक्ड कि कैसे, because he was not just so smart and intelligent. Whatever he used to teach us, he used to give us a logical answer for that. For example, बच्चे बोलते हैं कि मैथ्स का लाइफ में क्या काम है. हम मैथ्स पढ़ते हैं, ये साइन थीटा, कॉस थीटा, ये सब हमें मैथ्स में पढ़ाते हैं, बट हाउ आर वी गोइंग टू यूज दिस इन अ डे टू डे लाइफ? So then we need to tell them कि आप trigonometry से, by Pythagoras theorem, जो aeroplanes fly करते हैं, there they use that. तो कोई भी chapter पढ़ाने से पहले you need to give a logical answer. हमारा फोकस एज एन एजुकेटर ये होता है कि हम साइंस पढ़ा रहे हैं, so we will explain everything. हम साइंस बच्चे को पढ़ाएंगे तो we'll give the logical answer to the child, but the child needs logical answer for each and every subject, not just for EVS or for science. Those who are working with the primary kids or the kids of 3 to 4 years of age, brain study or brain development tells that every child is born with the same number of neurons. हर बच्चे के न्यूरॉन्स सेम होते हैं. अब ये क्लासरूम या उसका एनवायरनमेंट उस न्यूरोटिक कनेक्शन को कितना स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाता है, दैट टेल्स द लर्निंग कैपेसिटी ऑफ द चाइल्ड. CBSE has already told us that differentiated instructions, hands-on learning, experiential learning, but actually, how many of us are following that? In primary, it is very good, हर कोई करा रहा है, but when the child grows, जब वो एक मिडिल क्लास में आता है, सीनियर क्लास में आता है, you also know, you all are educators, how much we follow those guidelines. लैब में जाके everybody is having an experience, every child is having an experience, but what about maths, social science, English, Hindi? Hindi and English में still the child can relate with the story, but what about maths, social science and other subjects? So I'm just trying to tell you the perspective of a special child, the child who is suffering from learning disabilities. Might be the problem is very small for us, but एक बच्चे के लिए वो problem बहुत बड़ी होती है. Let's take an example. I have worked with the kids of every disability. Mostly I've worked with cross disability. I have worked with the children with autism, with cerebral palsy, with intellectual disability, specific learning disability, Down syndrome. So I've worked with most of them. And I still remember I was having a conversation with a child who is in now 10th class, and I met him when he was in 9th class. So I just asked him, why do you feel so conscious in the class? He was diagnosed with ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder. It was not moderate, mild level पे. So I asked him, why do you look better so conscious in the classroom? Then he said, he told me that, मैम तो बोलकर, आई एम कोटिंग हिज एग्जैक्ट वर्ड्स, मैम तो बोलकर चली जाती है, मैम दैट इज नॉट अ बिग डील. हम सब अपने डेली क्लासरूम एनवायरनमेंट में वी टेल दिस टू चिल्ड्रन. आई एम आल्सो वर्किंग इन एन इंक्लूसिव स्कूल. वी आल्सो say this to our children. But for a child who is diagnosed with disability and specifically with ADHD, उसने मुझे बताया कि मैम मेरे लिए it's not just पेज नंबर 50. मुझे पहले घर जाके अपने आप को सेटल करना होता है, बैग से बुक निकालनी होती है, देन आई गेट रियली कंफ्यूज विद नंबर्स, तो मुझे 59 पेज नंबर ढूंढना पड़ता है. उसके बाद आई हैव टू सी जहाँ पे इतने सारे मल्टीपल क्वेश्चंस है, कौन सा पर all the teachers tell the questions also, but I'm just telling you, for a child who is diagnosed with ADHD, उसके लिए वो टास्क ब्रेक हो रहा है into different patterns. For us, it is a very simple task. कि you have to go back home, you have to open your bag, you have to take out your maths book, आपको पेज नंबर 50 पे क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 कंप्लीट करके आना है. But for a child who is diagnosed with ADHD, they like simpler tasks. So उनके लिए एक simple task भी बहुत major task हो जाता है. So I'm just telling you that perspective. So now let's get back to the session. Yes. Okay, so now let's come to the overview of the workshop. So we are going to discuss about these few pointers. We are going to learn about what is learning disability, types of learning disability, slow learners, brain balance with learning disability, how to detect learning disability, interventions, and I'm also going to share about some techniques to create your classroom adaptive and supportive. And at the last, we are going to discuss about some CBSE guidelines for the children with specific learning disability. If you have any children around you who's diagnosed with SLD, you can tell these guidelines to the child. And at the end of the session, I'm going to give you 5-10 minutes so that we can discuss your doubts, or if you have any question or any query, we can discuss that. So now, what is learning disability? लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटी बताने से पहले आई वुड लाइक टू मेंशन वन थिंग, और जो कि मोस्टली एजुकेटर्स और टीचर्स के माइंड में होता है. लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटी इज नॉट जज बाय द इंटेलिजेंस ऑफ अ चाइल्ड. अगर किसी बच्चे को एसएलडी है और दैट चाइल्ड इज डायग्नोस्ड विद एसएलडी, so that doesn't mean कि उसकी इंटेलिजेंस और IQ लेवल कम होगा. That child might be little slow than the average kids और उसके क्लासरूम में उन बच्चों से थोड़ा स्लो हो सकता है, बट उसकी इंटेलिजेंस उन बच्चों के कंपैरिजन में कम नहीं होगी. मोस्ट educators I have seen big schools doing this, big teachers जो कि बहुत सालों से पढ़ा रहे हैं, and they quote the child, ये तो एवरेज है, ये बिलो एवरेज है, ये अबव एवरेज है. In with according to RCI, we don't have such terms. We only have terms learning disability, slow learners, average, and gifted children. आपने most of you have seen जो gifted बच्चे होते हैं, those who score hundreds or in the range of 90 to 100, they are not interested in the classroom. वो क्लासरूम में बिल्कुल भी इंटरेस्टेड नहीं होते हैं, बिकॉज दे नो एवरीथिंग, मोस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स, एंड उनके लिए दे आर वेरी क्यूरियस. अगर आपने वर्क किया है किसी गिफ्टेड चाइल्ड के साथ, तो यू मस्ट हैव ऑब्जर्व दिस, दे आर नेवर इंटरेस्टेड इन द क्लासरूम. either they are studying or they are doing something of their own. They are not wasting their time, but वो अपना ही कुछ ना कुछ स्टडी कर रहे होते हैं, क्लासरूम से अलग चल रहे होते हैं, because they, for them, the topic that has been given in the classroom is boring, because वो पहले ही घर पे वो पढ़ चुके हैं, या वो इंस्टीट्यूट जाके पढ़ के आ चुके हैं, और they know that topic, so उनको कुछ नया चाहिए. And let's talk about learning disability. Learning disability is also known as learning disorder, or in our term, we say that specific learning disability, because there are type of learning disability. So that's why it is known as specific learning disability. And mostly in specific disability, the child or the person have trouble in processing the information, then organizing the information and applying the information. For example, I give you an example of the child who is diagnosed with ADHD, and I just told you that it is a very simple task to just open page number 50 and do the question number 50. But for a child who is diagnosed with any disability, it is not that easy for that child. उसके लिए वो task बहुत difficult है, because they process the information first. आप कुछ भी बोल रहे हो, उनके लिए वो process करना is a process. उनके लिए उस चीज को ऑर्गेनाइज करना इज द टास्क, इज अ प्रोसेस, एंड देन टू अप्लाई दैट इंफॉर्मेशन इज आल्सो अ टास्क फॉर देम. सो if there's any special educator in this session that you might be aware about this, तो जब हम बच्चों को बढ़ाते हैं ऐसे बच्चों को, so we are always told that do the chaining method. आपको बच्चे को टास्क को ब्रेक करके बताना है, and most of you have also done that. हम जब बच्चों को साइंस पढ़ाते हैं, EPS पढ़ाते हैं, so we make a chart, we make a tabular chart, or we write notes short में हेडिंग डाल लेते हैं, और वी मार्क विद द हाइलाइटर, सो दैट द चाइल्ड नोज कि इस टॉपिक से उसको क्या पढ़ना है. दैट इज आल्सो अ वे ऑफ अडैप्टिव टीचिंग, एंड दिस डिसऑर्डर does not tell the intelligence of the child. If you know any child who is diagnosed with specific learning disability, do not consider that child कि इसकी intelligence तो कम है, he is not capable of learning in the classroom. उनके लिए basic tasks like writing, reading, comprehension, language, arithmetic, maths, और their movement, gross motor, fine motor, ये थोड़े से difficult हो सकते हैं उनके लिए as compared to the other kids. Now, let's discuss the type of learning disabilities. So these are the type of learning disabilities. I'm sure you must have heard about it, and I'm also going to show the pictures that how these learning disabilities look actual in person. Number one is dyslexia. In dyslexia, the person have a problem in language and reading. Mostly, they are not able to solve comprehensions. They have a problem when it comes to reading, and there's a difference. हम लोग ये सोचते हैं as a teacher or as an educator कि अगर बच्चा read नहीं कर पा रहा, that means बच्चे को phonic sounds नहीं आती हैं. But that's not the case. The person someone has unmuted their mic. Can you please mute your mic?
It's muted now, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, sir. So I was saying that the child who is suffering from dyslexia, it does not mean that the child has a problem with the phonic sounds. Phonic sound is not the problem. बच्चे को slow learners जो होते हैं, उनमें that is the case कि उनको phonic sound में problem होती है. But the child who is suffering from dyslexia, उनको reading में problem होती है. They are not able to process the words. And I have seen children who can read CBC words, sight words, but when it comes to a sentence, they are not able to read that sentence. And I have seen many children, they can read the phrases, small phrases, but when it comes to a long sentence, there they face problems. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने ये बहुत कॉमन देखा होगा, जब बच्चों को आप स्पॉटलाइट में डालो या आप उनको स्टेज पे खड़ा कर दो डिबेट के लिए, रीडिंग कंपटीशन के लिए, सो दे गेट नर्वस, दे गेट एंशियस. सो दैट इज नॉट अ डिसलेक्सिया कि उन्हें रीडिंग नहीं आ रही है. दैट इज जस्ट अ सिचुएशन. The child who is suffering from dyslexia is not able to read in general on regular basis. Next is dyscalculia, problem with arithmetic and maths. Child who is seeing a simple mathematic problem as a huge problem, that might be a possibility that the child is suffering from dyscalculia. When it comes to specific learning disability, यहाँ पे सबसे बड़ा misconception ये होता है कि हम सब जज बन जाते हैं बच्चों के. सारे टीचर्स जज बन जाते हैं कि अरे ये तो इसको कुछ नहीं आता, ये समझ ही नहीं पा रहा है, दैट चाइल्ड इज नॉट स्मार्ट, इसको नहीं आता ये सब. Go to the right person. Never judge a child. Sometimes there might be a problem. For example, मैंने आपको अपना ही केस बताया कि before my 11th मैं एक बहुत ही बेकार बच्ची थी मैथ्स में, जो बिल्कुल ही मैथ्स को देख के I still remember 11th जब मैंने स्टार्ट की थी तो I was regretting कि मैंने मैथ्स क्यों ले ली है. I chose PCM. तो और वो भी मैंने एक ईगो मिली थी कि I'll prove everyone that मैं मैथ्स कर सकती हूँ. बट स्टिल मैं मैथ्स के क्वेश्चंस देख के रोती थी, बुक खोल के आई यूज टू क्राई कि ये तो हो ही नहीं रहा है. मैंने 5-6 मेथड कर लिए, इस स्टेप के बाद आई एम नॉट एबल टू गो बियॉन्ड दैट स्टेप. बट आई एम वेरी थैंकफुल फॉर माय मैथ्स ट्यूटर, जिन्होंने मुझे मेरे साथ बैठ के एक्स्ट्रा टाइम निकाल के मुझे सिखाई चीजें. तो एक होता है कि द चाइल्ड इज नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द प्रॉब्लम. दैट इज नॉट अ डिसेबिलिटी. Disability is when the child is not able to understand the basic problem or basic arithmetic question with assistance, also with the help of a teacher or a special educator. Third type is dysgraphia. So it is a writing disorder. Those of you who are working with very small kids or primary kids, that this might be very common for you. The child write reverse letters, या जिन लोगों की बहुत ही पुअर हैंड राइटिंग होती है, और दे आर फॉर एग्जांपल फॉर देम शोल्डर एंड शोल्डर वो उनके लिए सेम है, सिमिलर है, स्पेलिंग भी सेम है. पीस एंड पीस उनके लिए स्पेलिंग सेम है. So the writing disorder is known as dysgraphia. Dyslexia, dyscalculia and dysgraphia. Most of you have already heard about it. बाकी जो disability है शायद आपके लिए ये new हो if you're not from this field. Dyspraxia, it is related to your senses, to your sensory integration, and this is the motor coordination. We have two motors in our body, fine motors and gross motors. Are you aware about this? If you are aware about this, you can write in the chat box. So there are two motors, gross motors and fine motors. Gross motors होती है हमारी बॉडी में जो बॉडी मूवमेंट के बड़ी मूवमेंट्स है, फॉर एग्जांपल वॉकिंग, जंपिंग, रनिंग. फाइन मोटर्स होती है आपकी बॉडी की छोटी छोटी मूवमेंट्स या स्मॉल मूवमेंट, फॉर एग्जांपल हाउ टू होल्ड अ पेंसिल, हाउ शुड आई होल्ड अ कप. मेरी फिंगर्स की, टोस की जो छोटी छोटी मूवमेंट्स है, छोटे छोटे मोटर्स है, दैट इज नोन एज फाइन मोटर्स. So the child who is suffering from dyspraxia, they have a problem with their motor coordination. For example, your eye-hand coordination. आपने देखा होगा प्राइमरी में, और इफ यू हैव taught the children with pre-primary or preschool, so कुछ बच्चे होते हैं जो वो बॉर्डर के अंदर अच्छे से कलरिंग कर लेते हैं, and there are few children who are not able to color inside a fixed boundary क्योंकि उनका आई और हैंड कोऑर्डिनेशन आर नॉट इन सिंक. So that is an example, but we cannot judge on that basis because on primary level they are just learning. But अगर ये problem after the age of 5 or 6 years continue होती है, then that is a problem. Next is central auditory processing disorder. So it is a disorder in which the child faces difficulty in processing or remembering the language. The child, for example, you're having a conversation with a child who is suffering from central auditory processing disorder. You're asking the child to sit down. but the child is not able to process what you have said. That doesn't mean that he's deaf or he's not able to listen to what you are saying. He's not able to understand what you are saying. So we used to जब हम बच्चों के साथ काम करते थे तो कुछ बच्चे ऐसे होते थे, हम उन्हें बाहर से बोलते थे बेटा सिट सिट सिट, तो बच्चा नहीं समझता था. So हम उसके फेस के पास जाके आई टू आई कांटेक्ट करके we used to tell that child बेटा sit with the help of gestures यूज करके. फिर हमें बाद में पता चला कि द चाइल्ड इज सफरिंग फ्रॉम दिस डिसऑर्डर, उसको समझ नहीं आ रहा है कि क्या बोला जा रहा है, वो सिर्फ हमारे जेस्चर से गेस कर रहा है कि मैम अगर ऐसे कर रही है तो ही नीड्स टू सिट. नेक्स्ट इज नॉन वर्बल लर्निंग डिसऑर्डर. इट इज रिलेटेड टू थोड़ा बहुत इट इज रिलेटेड टू सेंट्रल ऑडिटरी, बट इसमें द चाइल्ड इज नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द नॉन वर्बल क्यूज और हिंट्स. For example, if I am showing this finger to the child, shh, quiet. We all understand this means that you have to be quiet, but we are not saying anything. So the child is not able to take the hints. The child is not able to understand the non-verbal cues. Next is visual motor deficit. It is little bit related to dyslexia, but dyslexia और इसमें difference क्या है? In dyslexia, child is not able to read. And sorry, it is related to dysgraphia में child is not able to write, और dysgraphia वाला बच्चा भी reverse letters बना सकता है, but the child who is only writing reverse letters or who is not able to copy from the board, that only comes under the category of visual motor deficit. And if the child has a poor handwriting, the child is not able to copy from the board, the child is writing mirror images, reverse letters, then the child might have both the condition at the same time. And last is aphasia. In this, the child have a problem, or we can say trouble in understanding spoken language. What you are saying to the child is understanding that, he is processing that, but he doesn't know how to answer back. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जब बच्चे बहुत छोटे होते हैं, 3 से 4 साल के होते हैं, तब हम पूछते हैं बच्चों से बहुत सारी चीजें. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू आस्क अ चाइल्ड बेटा व्हाट इज योर नेम, ये तो हम उन्हें बचपन से सिखाते हैं, तो बच्चा बोल देता है माय नेम इज मानसी. व्हाट इज योर एज, व्हाट इज योर मम्माज नेम, व्हाट इज योर पापाज नेम. और फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू आर आस्किंग अ चाइल्ड टेल मी द नेम ऑफ 5 वेजिटेबल्स, द चाइल्ड माइट टेल यू द नेम ऑफ 5 वेजिटेबल्स. बट इफ यू आस्क द चाइल्ड की कौन सा वेजिटेबल होता है जो विंटर सीजन में ग्रो करता है and which is very healthy to eat, then the child might not be tell you the answer. So that is aphasia. जब आप बच्चे को spoken language बच्चे को समझ तो आ रही है, but he is not able to understand how to answer that question. And in this, the child have poor reading comprehension, and the child faces difficulty when it comes to comprehension. So these are the type of learning disabilities. And हम specific learning disability क्यों कहते हैं? Because the child might have any of these disabilities. These all disabilities come under the category of specific learning disability. And there might be a possible condition that the child is comorbid. Comorbid means he has 2 or 3 conditions at the same time. Now, these are some pictures of the disability. These are some clippings of the children suffering from specific learning disability. So let's have a look at the first picture. So you can see there are some maths problems, basic simple maths problems. The child has tried to solve it. If you look at this picture, 72 and this 31, 72 plus 31. So the child has written 2 plus 1, 3, which we all do. And when it comes to 7 plus 3, we all know that 7 plus 3 is 10. और ऐसा नहीं है कि उस बच्चे को समझ नहीं आया है कि 7 plus 3 is 10. Just look at this picture very carefully. Can you all see that? So this is an example of dyscalculia. I'll explain it to you. Just give me a minute. Okay. So the problem was उस बच्चे ने 2 plus 1 3 किया, so that means वो 7 plus 3 भी कर सकता है. If the child is able to do 2 plus 1, the child can also do 7 plus 3. But उस child को ये पता है कि 7 plus 3 करूंगा मैं तो 10 आंसर होगा. तो 10 लिखने पर बट पहले वाला जो नंबर लिखा है हमने वो तो 1 डिजिट नंबर लिखा है, तो अब मैं दूसरी डिजिट जो है वो टेंस में कैसे लिख दूं, and how to write this. तो दैट्स व्हाई उसने एक नंबर पीछे लिखा कि 7 plus 3 he or she knows that it is 10 but he has written 9 because उसको लगा कि पिछली वाली डिजिट जो है वो हमने वंस में लिखी है, then how should I write the next digit in 10? So that was an example of dysgraphia, and there are many more examples. I have taken a lot of examples so that it will be easy for you to understand it. So I'm sharing my screen again. Okay, let's have a look at the next problem. Yeah, so you can see the reverse letters. B and D looks similar but reverse made. So there might be a possibility जहां जहां पे B लिखना होगा वो बच्चा उस हर पोजीशन पे D लिखेगा, एंड जहां जहां पे D लिखना होगा वो बच्चा उस हर पोजीशन पे B लिखेगा. Reversal letters, we also call this as mirror image. And just have a look at this picture at your extreme right. There's a sentence written over here. The owl was a bird. And how the child has written this. उसने क्या कर दिए हैं, रिवर्स कर दिए हैं उसने. If you'll have a look at the picture very carefully, he has written T correctly, then H or E, he has interchanged the positions. Then have a look at the owl, that he has written it correctly, then saw. Was को he has written saw. Then bird. Bird को भी उसने change कर दिया interchange. And this the child has not done it intentionally. उसको वो नहीं समझ में आ रहा है कि आगे पीछे लिखने से the sentence or the meaning of the sentence becomes zero. उसका कोई sense नहीं है. And if you can see at this picture, next to this picture, in the center, I have moved my cursor on it. So you can see the child wants to ask for water, but he doesn't know how to ask for it. He's saying please water. मेरे पास ऐसे बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं. Right now I'm working with a child who is diagnosed with autism. He has moderate autism. So उसके साथ क्या होता है, right now I'm teaching him rhymes. So मैं उसको कोई भी rhyme सिखाऊं, अभी I'm teaching him ऊपर पंखा चलता है because he is more comfortable in Hindi. तो वो क्या करता है कि ऊपर पंखा चलता है, नीचे बेबी सोता है. तो जब तक मैं वो सेंटेंस स्टार्ट नहीं करूंगी ऊपर पंखा, वो आगे का वर्ड कंप्लीट नहीं करेगा. ही विल नॉट कंप्लीट दैट सेंटेंस. आई से ऊपर पंखा, देन ही विल से चलता है. उसके बाद ही विल नॉट से द राइम अगेन, देन आई हैव टू से इट अगेन. नीचे, देन ही विल कंप्लीट द सेंटेंस. ट्विंकल ट्विंकल, देन ही विल से ट्विंकल. ही विल नॉट से ट्विंकल ट्विंकल लिटिल स्टार, ही विल से लिटिल स्टार. एवरी डे आई यूज्ड टू आस्क हिम आप कैसे हो, आप कैसे हो. तो उसने वो आंसर याद कर लिया है, मैं ठीक हूँ. वो बीमार भी होता है तो भी वो कहता है मैं ठीक हूँ. मैं उससे, वो रो रहा होगा, मैं तुझसे तब भी पूछूंगी आप कैसे हो, वो मुझे यही बोलेगा मैं ठीक हूँ. और वो कभी मुझसे नहीं पूछेगा आप कैसे हो. नाउ आई हैव ट्राइड दिस डेली ऑन डेली बेसिस. और अब वो, जब मैं उसे बोलती हूँ आस्क मी आप कैसे हो, मैम आप कैसे हो, तो मुझे बोलना पड़ता है मैम. फिर वो बोलता है आप, फिर मैं बोलती हूँ बोलो कैसे, फिर वो बोलता है कैसे. आप कैसे, वो कभी भी आप कैसे नहीं बोलता. बहुत इंटरवेंशंस करने के बाद देन ही विल से आप कैसे हो. बट अगेन द नेक्स्ट डे ही विल नॉट आस्क मी बाय हिमसेल्फ आप कैसे हो. ठीक है. एंड लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटीज लुक वेरी कॉमन कि ये तो ठीक है, मैथ्स में हमें भी प्रॉब्लम होती थी, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है, हम पढ़ा देंगे बच्चा ठीक हो जाएगा. But these problems create a lot of psychological problems later on when the child grows. Peer pressure, parents don't understand the situation, the child feels left out. कि हमारी perspective में हमने education को इतना ऊपर, no doubt education is very important, but उससे भी पहले the child is very important. हमारे लिए वो बच्चा बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. हम उसको इतना प्रेशर तो नहीं दे रहे कि वो बच्चा पढ़ाई से भाग रहा है या वो बच्चा क्लासरूम में आना ही नहीं चाहता. लॉट ऑफ किड्स who are not able to do good or who are not able to score good, वो बहुत सारे बच्चे they go into depression, anxiety, stress, and that should not happen if we are here in this field, and that should be our sole purpose. I will tell you one case of my school. I cannot tell the name and about the child. So there's a girl. I used to work with my counselor, so I got to know about this. So there's a girl. She is in. She is sorry. It is a story of a boy. He is in 10th class, and उसके parents ने उसको बोला था, अगर आप बोर्ड में 90% ले आते हो, ठीक है, तो मैं आपको whatever you'll ask for, I'll give it to you if you can score 90% in your board exam. But if you don't score that much, then you have to do whatever I'll say. And the child scored 89%, not 90 but 89. उसके parents की condition थी that you have to score 90%, but the child was not able to score that much. So उसके parents ने उस बच्चे के पूरे बाल shave off करवा दिए, एक 10th क्लास के बच्चे के. The child who's a teenager, जिनके लिए बाल is not just a fashion accessory or a hairstyle. It's a pride for all of us, not just for a teenager, for everyone. और वो बच्चा एक हफ्ते तक स्कूल नहीं आया. He was very close to the counselor. Then the counselor asked the child. So उस बच्चे ने उनको बताया कि मैम मुझे बहुत शर्म आ रही है. I cannot come to school because I have a bald. I'm bald. My parents have done this to me. I cannot come to the school for next 1 week also. So उस counselor ने उस बच्चे से video call करी. She motivated him, and within next 2 days he came to the school. But the principal of our school, she's very understanding. She called the parents. उन्होंने उन पेरेंट्स को समझाया, नॉट जस्ट समझाया, उन्हें डांटा भी दैट दिस इज नॉट द सोल्यूशन. यू आर नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि बच्चे पे आपने क्या किया है. इफ आई इमेजिन माई सेल्फ इन दैट सिचुएशन कि मेरे पेरेंट्स मुझे ये बोल रहे हैं कि अगर आप स्कोर नहीं करते हो देन यू हैव टू शेव ऑफ योर हेयर, देन आई एम सॉरी, आई कैन नॉट टेक दिस, एंड आई थिंक मोस्ट ऑफ यू कैन नॉट. So let's move forward. So this picture is for those of you who are working with primary kids. There are different tripod graphs that you need to understand. जब बच्चा 1 से 1.5 साल का होता है, then the grasp is cylindrical. The child holds the pencil like this and he scribbles like this also. And once the child reaches the age of 2 to 3 years, he holds the pencil like this from the top because that's the most comfortable position. And dhire there's a when the child is from 3, 3.5 or 4 years of age, this is a modified tripod graph. He holds the pencil like this and he leaves this finger like this. And जो सबसे modified होता है, there are many kids who are at the age of 3 to 4 years, they have tripod graph, perfect tripod graphs. If you are working with primary kids, your main motive is when the child reach the age of 4 years, the child should have a proper tripod graph, because later on that comes to bad handwriting, poor handwriting, or might be the child can fall into the category of any disability. So if the child is between the age of 4.5 or 4, say around 4 to 7 years, the child should have a proper tripod graph. You can take a screenshot if you want to. Now, this is very important. Let's understand about slow learners. So ये एक common mistake है जो हम सब करते हैं. I just want to ask you all. We are going to have a discussion here. Okay, you can write your answers in the chat box. Do you think someone has unmuted their mic? Please mute your mic. If you have any doubt, you can write in the chat box. Do you think that slow learners fall into the category of learning disability? If you feel yes, you can write yes. If you feel no, you can write no. क्या learning disability or slow learners are the same? No, most of you are writing no. That's great. You all are aware about it. Some yes, okay. No, someone has written yes also, okay. Okay. Okay, so most of you have written no, and some of you have written yes as well. So I'm going to discuss that. Share my screen. Okay, so slow learners does not come under the category of specific learning disability, but there might be a possibility कि slow learners के कुछ symptoms match होंगे specific learning disability से. That's why I said never judge a child. If you feel that the child might have any learning disability, you can just have a word with the special educator in your school, or you can just reach the professional in your school. You can have a word with the psychologist or the family member. But firstly, ask the child. I gave you my example that I was very poor in maths. I did not have any disability, but I was just not able to connect with maths. But when I got the right tutor or right instructor, I was able to score average or just above average. So slow learners are the child who have intelligence below, what we can say, average से थोड़ा सा नीचे उनका इंटेलिजेंस होता है. आप उनको असिस्टेंस प्रोवाइड करके यू कैन टीच द चाइल्ड, एंड देयर इज नॉट अ हार्ड एंड फास्ट रूल कि वो बच्चा जो है वो बिल्कुल एवरेज के नीचे ही स्कोर करेगा. नो, दैट्स नॉट ट्रू. वो बच्चा, अगर आप उस बच्चे को राइट असिस्टेंस, राइट टेक्निक्स, राइट स्ट्रेटजीज प्रोवाइड करते हो, दैट माइट बी अ पॉसिबिलिटी कि वो बच्चा अबव एवरेज स्कोर करेगा. Learning disability में, specific learning disability में, the child has a problem in certain area that can be improved with the intervention. And when it comes to slow learners, the child with assistance might improve, और ये possibility most of the cases में होती है कि mostly बच्चे improve करते हैं, and they just have below average intelligence. आप इनको अगर training provide करोगे, for example extra classes, if you are giving notes to your children, तो इनके लिए learning बहुत ज़्यादा easy हो जाती है. Now I'm going to discuss about the causes of slow learner. Emotional growth, फॉर एग्जाम्पल बच्चे के साथ कुछ भी मिस हैपनिंग हुई है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, लेट्स टेक एन एग्जाम्पल, बच्चे क्लासरूम में आपने देखा होगा मोस्ट ऑफ द चिल्ड्रन स्कोर वेरी गुड मार्क्स टिल प्राइमरी ग्रेड्स, और आपने कुछ बच्चे ऐसे देखे होंगे कि जो बचपन में फर्स्ट सेकेंड थर्ड क्लास में टॉप करते हैं, धीरे 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 उनका स्कोर डाउन होता जाता है. दैट इज अगेन ऑफ द लॉजिकल रीजनिंग, लॉजिकल आंसर. जब तक वो बच्चे फर्स्ट सेकेंड थर्ड में है, दे आर रिलेटिंग टू द स्टोरीज. वाओ, स्टोरी से हमें ये सीखने को मिला. ओ अच्छा, साइंस में वाटर साइकिल होती है. ओ, प्लांट फोटोसिंथेसिस कर रहा है. हम बच्चे को लेके जाते हैं कि टच द प्लांट, टच द पार्ट ऑफ द प्लांट. हमारी बॉडी के पार्ट्स हैं, आईज, नोज, टच योर आईज, टच योर नोज. हम गेम्स खिलाते हैं बच्चे को. दैट इज रेलेवेंट फॉर द चाइल्ड. बट जैसे जैसे वो बच्चा बड़ा होता है, हम उसको और कॉम्प्लिकेटेड चीजें बता रहे हैं. बट हम सिर्फ उसे रीडिंग करा रहे हैं, हम एक क्लासरूम में पढ़ा रहे हैं, हम उसे एक्सपीरियंशियल लर्निंग नहीं दे रहे, हैंड्स ऑन लर्निंग नहीं दे रहे, तब वो उस बच्चे के लिए बहुत बोरिंग बन जाती है वो पढ़ाई. So that might can fall into the category of slow learners. Emotional growth, health problem. There might be a possibility that the child has any health problem, and he or she is not able to cope up in that grade. But afterwards, उसकी health improve होगी, he'll get some assistance, so he can score well. Absenteeism, that is the main reason. बहुत सारे बच्चे होते हैं जो बहुत एब्सेंट रहते हैं क्लास में, या तो द पेरेंट्स आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड, द चाइल्ड इज ईडब्ल्यूएस, की पेरेंट्स छोड़ने नहीं आ रहे, दे डोंट अंडरस्टैंड द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ एजुकेशन. दैट चाइल्ड कैन आल्सो फॉल इन द कैटेगरी ऑफ स्लो लर्नर. बिजी पेरेंट, uneducated parent, untrained teacher, these signs. So when I'm talking about busy parent, I want to clear one thing here. जब बच्चा बहुत छोटा होता है, when the child is at the age of 3 to 4 years, बच्चे के न्यूरॉन्स बहुत ज्यादा एक्टिव होते हैं. And specifically I'm talking about the parents who have children or who have children with special needs. हम बच्चे को ना बहुत ज्यादा सिखाने में लग जाते हैं कि चलो बेटा आओ इधर बैठो, do this activity, finish this activity, तब हम ऐसा करेंगे. But when you are working with a special child, तो आपको बहुत केयरफुल होना है कि what the child needs, क्या उसकी डिमांड है. And family size is again the cause of slow learner. Now I'm going to discuss about some of the symptoms of slow learners. So we are going to discuss about the 5 areas: developmental, social, personal, academic and learning. When it comes to developmental, the child may have immature language pattern or speech problem. Slurting हो गया, lisp हो गया, or for example, when you put the child in the spotlight, the child is not able to speak. But जब आप उससे one to one conversation कर रहे हो, the child is very good in communication, expressive language, receptive language. And when it comes to social, poor judgment, immature social behavior, prefers company of younger children. This is very important. Can anyone tell me ki, why does child who is a slow learner wants to have a company of a younger child? Can anyone tell me? Whatever you want to write, you can write. Boost self-esteem, right? Correct. Absolutely correct. छोटे बच्चों के साथ रह के उनको कॉन्फिडेंस मिलता है. I remember, I will just talk about myself. When I was a kid, I used to be a big bully. Yeah. I used to bully children. I'm very ashamed to say this also. but I hope you'll relate with this. मैं बच्चों को बहुत bully करती थी, and that used to give me self confidence. I was not confident about myself. मैं बहुत skinny थी. I felt that कि मैं बहुत skinny हूँ या I'm not good looking मेरे friends के जितना, तो मैं सबको bully करती थी. और मैं तो बहुत लड़ाइयाँ भी करी है. I used to beat children. तो उससे मुझे ना confidence मिलता था कि यार मैं superior हूँ. और यंगर बच्चों को जो मेरे से छोटे होते थे उनको तो मैं बहुत ज्यादा बुली करती, बट अब जब मैं इस फील्ड में हूँ तो नाउ आई अंडरस्टैंड द साइकोलॉजी. बुली करने वाला बच्चा हमेशा या तो ही इज अ विक्टिम ऑफ बुलिंग और ही हैज लो सेल्फ एस्टीम. एवरी चाइल्ड डज समथिंग बिकॉज ऑफ अ रीजन. कोई भी बच्चा बिना रीजन के कुछ भी नहीं करता. इफ द चाइल्ड इज लाइंग, देयर इज अ रीजन. If the child is bunking the classroom, there's a reason. If the child is bullying someone, there's a reason. So everything there's a reason. Okay, let's get back to the session. Yeah, so I was telling you why the child does anything. Yeah. So personal may frustration, anger, anxiety in academic, poor memory, difficulty in reading, learning. I have already discussed that. Now, this is very important. You can just take a screenshot of this picture. Now, let's understand how the brain works with learning disability. So, this is a human brain anatomy. Those of you who are from science background, this picture might be familiar to you. Those of you who are not from the science background, just understand it on the basic purpose, basic level. Firstly, I want to talk about the hippocampus. So, it is at the back of our head, जहाँ पे आपका spinal cord होता है, उससे ऊपर होता है. So, the child who is feeling stressed in the classroom is because of the hippocampus. For example, I am entering my classroom और teacher ने सब बच्चों से एक question पूछा. She asked a question and I don't know the answer. और teacher ने वो मेरी शक्ल पे देख लिया कि इस बच्चे को नहीं आता. हम क्या करते हैं? हम उसी बच्चे को खड़ा करते हैं कि आप बताओ आंसर. I don't know why we do this, but हम उसी को खड़ा करते हैं. मेरे साथ हुआ है बहुत बार. मुझे नहीं आ रहा और मेरी शक्ल पे वो दिख रहा है और टीचर मुझे को खड़ा करेगी. I know as a teacher, as an educator, you want to help that child so the child understand the class. But वही चीज आप classroom के बाद भी कर सकते हो. Beta, I was looking at you. You were looking a little confused in the classroom. Is there any topic that you are not able to understand? आप मुझे बताओ, मैं आपको explain करूँगी. But we don't do that. Those who do that, that's a great thing. You're a great educator. But अगर आप वो नहीं करते हो, तो then start doing that. अगर आपको दिख रहा है कोई बच्चा नहीं आंसर दे पा रहा, don't ask that child, don't pinpoint that child. आप उसको बाद में पूछ सकते हो. मैं जब भी अपनी क्लासरूम लेती हूँ, I make sure जो भी बच्चा आंसर दे रहा है, he or she doesn't stand because I relate with myself. बहुत सारे बच्चे होते हैं जो कॉन्फिडेंट होते हैं लाइफ में, दैट इज अ वेरी गुड थिंग. बट बहुत सारे बच्चे ऐसे होते हैं बैक बेंचर्स, दे आर नॉट कॉन्फिडेंट. और खड़े होके उनको स्पॉटलाइट में डालना मेरे लिए I don't feel that is right. Because when I was a kid, I was asked to stand up and then give an answer. I felt that I have been put in a spotlight. So I don't ask them to stand. I tell them you can sit and then give me an answer. If you feel that is right for you, you can do that. So now we were talking about hippocampus. So जब बच्चे को हम stress देते हैं या बच्चा बहुत stressed होता है, then hippocampus starts working. And बच्चे का जो emotional brain होता है that activates. और बच्चे का जो लर्निंग ब्रेन होता है वो डीएक्टिवेट्स. तो आप बच्चे को अगर स्ट्रेस दोगे देन लर्निंग वुड नॉट हैपन. Frontal lobe, it controls the speech, processing, emotions of the child. It is in the front area. Temporal lobe, verbal, memory, language, reading. Parietal lobe, it is at the back lower brain, spoken, written language, or occipital, visual cortex, and it helps the child in visual perception. You can just take a picture or a snap of this. Now, how to detect learning disability? This is very important. So, I'm going to share some of the symptoms that you might have seen in your classroom, and you can, once you detect the disability, don't judging the child. Go to the right person. Go to the professional. I am sure you all might be having special educators in your school. It is an inclusive setup, and most of the schools are having special educators. आप अपनी डायरी में और in your teacher's diary note down some symptoms. आप उसको टिक करो. Make a column, name of the child, classroom, and write the symptoms that you are able to see. Or there's a tool, Prashast, which you as a class teacher can also use. आपकी स्कूल में कोई भी स्पेशल एजुकेटर है, go to that special educator and ask, ma'am, I'm feeling that this child can fall into the category or might fall into the category of learning disability or disability, suspected disability. Don't use the term disability. कि मैम मुझे लग रहा है ऐसा, might be a possibility. So can you please give me that precious tool? वो tool आप लेके, that is a very simple tool. एक checklist है, बस आपको बच्चे को उसमें scoring करनी है, टिक करना है. So वो आप special educator को hand over कर दो, he or she can tell you the best. Slow reading rate, difficulty in remembering maths facts, for example, perimeter of square, 4 into side. और वो बच्चा बार बार भूल जाएगा, आप उसे डेली भी बढ़ाओ, perimeter of square, 4 into side, 4 into side, वो भूल जाएगा. तो मैथ्स के फैक्ट्स को रिमेंबर करने में प्रॉब्लम होगी. प्रॉब्लम विद रीजन, difficulty in finding important points. For example, you are taking a chapter and आपने बोला है उस बच्चे को this digestion topic is very important. You need to learn this, you need to study about this. तो उसको उस digestion वाले टॉपिक में से क्या important points हैं जो मुझे पढ़ने हैं, वो find out करने में difficulty होगी. Frequent spelling errors, reversal of letters, similar words, piece and piece, principle and principle. In similar words में उसको difficulty होगी. And understanding and remembering comes along the way. Now, let's talk about the interventions. So what all you can do as a educator or as a classroom facilitator. First is early identification and assessment. जितना early हम बच्चे को identify करेंगे वो उतना best होगा. Reach to the right person. As I'm saying it again and again, do not judge the child, go to the special educator, go to the professional, and then ask them for the IEP. For the person, for the child who is suffering from any disability, IEP is very important. Use of multisensory instruction, visual, audio, hands-on learning, sensory integration, assistive technology, and peer tutoring. Peer tutoring is very important. The child feels comfortable around their peer. Maybe the child is not comfortable in telling you the problem, but जब वो अपने group के साथ होगा, friends के, तब वो शायद उसमें supportive होगा. And make sure whenever you are making a group, you include his or her friends. आप उसके friends को include करो. एक बच्चा जो above average है उसको include करो, so that अगर group में similar pattern के बच्चे हैं, so that child can assist the group. But make sure whenever हम लोग ये सबसे बड़ी mistake करते हैं कि हम इसको इसके friend के साथ नहीं pair करेंगे या pair करेंगे group में. But that is the biggest problem I feel. बच्चे अपने supportive environment में सबसे ज़्यादा expressive होते हैं. So make sure you are including that friend also. Parent involvement and professional development for educators. Now let's discuss some techniques. I have already discussed few of them. Peer tutoring, group tutoring, sitting arrangement is very important. एंड सिटिंग अरेंजमेंट में भी ना हम लोग एक मिस्टेक करते हैं, या मोस्ट ऑफ यू, मैंने भी ये करी है, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम एबल टू असेस दैट. मैं हमेशा इनिशियली उस बच्चे को आगे बिठाती थी. मुझे पता है वो बच्चा डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो रहा है, तो आई यूज्ड टू मेक हिम सिट इन द फ्रंट एवरी टाइम. और वो बच्चा धीरे धीरे एग्जॉस्ट होने लग गया. मेरी शक्ल देख के ही यूज्ड टू गेट अपसेट कि मैम आ गई है, अब मुझे आगे आना पड़ेगा. तो मैंने उसकी रोटेशन करना स्टार्ट किया. फॉर द फर्स्ट फ्यू डेज ही यूज्ड टू सिट इन द फ्रंट. सेकेंड डे मैंने उसको एक सीट पीछे किया उसके फ्रेंड के साथ. बट मेक श्योर दैट द चाइल्ड इज इन योर आई कॉन्टैक्ट. कभी भी ऐसे बच्चों को आपने विंडो साइड नहीं बिठाना है और नेक्स्ट टू द डोर नहीं बिठाना है, बिकॉज देन दे विल गेट डिस्ट्रैक्टेड. मेक द चाइल्ड सिट इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. और अगर आपको लग रहा है कि आगे बिठाने से भी वो बच्चा नहीं इतना सपोर्टिव है या नहीं लर्न कर पा रहा, मेक दैट चाइल्ड सिट विद देयर फ्रेंड इन द फर्स्ट सीट ओनली. टेस्ट टाइम को आप इंक्रीज कर दो. Use minimum content, flexible assignments, regular quality check, have a word with the parent, discuss with your principal, discuss with your coordinators.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
May I interrupt? Sorry.
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Actually, ma'am, the thing is, 3-1. One child, Adib, his name is Adib. उसके साथ मैम प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि he is having
sorry to interrupt. Can I tell you one thing? We are going to keep 10 minutes for the discussion. Can we do it at the end?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so if you have any doubt, we are going to discuss it at the end of the session anyways. Let's move forward. Yeah, So you can break the task, you can use visuals, diagrams, and you can eliminate the distraction that I've already tell you. Make the child sit in the front. Do not make the child sit near the window or near the door. Now, this is very important. Please have a look at some of these pictures. So these are some pictures which I have used in my classroom. So हम कैसे use कर सकते हैं? So this is a picture of a phonic sound. So ये बच्चा, the child is diagnosed with autism and इसको speech problem है and ये नहीं बोलना चाहता, मतलब he can say but उसको मन नहीं होता बोलने का, और उसके पेरेंट्स ने बहुत कोशिश करी उससे रीडिंग कराने की. The age of the child is 4 years, but वो रीड नहीं कर पा रहा. So I made this blending activity game. मैंने एक I know that the child is obsessed with cars, उसको cars बहुत पसंद है. So मैंने उसको ये blending activity कराई पाथ पे, प ई प ई पी 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 न पी न पिन. तो वो ऐसे करके उसने बहुत इंटरेस्ट लिया, और पहले मैंने उसका पैटर्न समझा. जब मैं उसको ऐसे पढ़ा रही थी प ई पी न, he was not able to read it, वो बोलना ही नहीं चाह रहा था. Then I used the card p e p p p p p n pin. Then the child is reading the CBC words I and ACBC word. That's an achievement for me and the child as well. The parents were very happy. और ऐसी TLMs आपको हर जगह मिलेंगे. Go follow on LinkedIn. आप सबको follow करो. Follow everyone. आपको बहुत चीजें मिलेंगी. Then this is my TLM of addition. So इसमें beats बच्चा इन cups के through डालेगा. 2 beats इस side से, 2 beats इस side से. Now count the beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 beats. So this is a picture of concept lightning. Light से related जितने भी words हैं, sight words, उनको मैंने break किया है. Light, तो मैंने उस पे bulb का sign बनाया है. You can take the screenshot as well. Lightning, तो मैंने lightning दिखाई है. Night, I have drawn the stars and moon. Week night, week को specifically I have made in a tabular form, and ऊपर मैंने Sunday, Monday, Tuesday लिखा है. So ये बहुत basic चीज है. It's never to हम बहुत सोचते हैं कि यार बहुत ही Pinteresty सा TLM यूज करेंगे. The TLM should be of very high quality. No, the TLM should be very simple. हमें मॉडल्स नहीं बनाने हैं साइंस के. It should be very simple, easy to understand. This is very important. आपको अगर लग रहा है the child has difficulty in writing or the child is not able to understand, so आप ये कर सकते हो I have drawn the picture of myself like with a smiley. Smiley means अगर मैं किसी बच्चे को पढ़ाऊंगी तो मैं ऐसे पढ़ाऊंगी, बेटा smiley means like we are happy, we are liking something, and this is a ball. I like the ball. This is for the primary kids. Smiley means like the tree. I like the tree. I can walk, I can talk. So use of pictures. This is very easy. ये आप डेली लाइफ में देखते हो क्लासरूम में, एंड कितना आसान है ये समझना. We all don't have any disability, but still हमें कितना अच्छा अपीलिंग लग रहा है, और ये बहुत सिंपल है. इसमें कोई मैंने क्रिएटिविटी नहीं यूज करी, कोई पिंटरेस्टी चीजें नहीं है. दिस इज वेरी सिंपल TLM. I am sure you must have seen this picture. This is a picture of an NCERT book. 9th में ये chapter है tissues के ऊपर. So these are different type of tissues, and just have a look for few seconds at this picture. ये आप सबने already देखा होगा. Now have a look at this picture. The concept is same, the idea is same, but the left one picture at your extreme left, this is very simpler, in a simpler manner. आप you can write in the chat box. आपके लिए दोनों में से समझना क्या आसान है. This is a clipping of an NCERT book, NCERT topic, which is on my extreme right side. And उसको मैंने थोड़ा modify किया है. कुछ भी change नहीं किया है, just printing change करी है, font change किया है, and the gap between the lines I have changed. Now, last topic. Now let's discuss the CBSE relaxation. If you have any child who's diagnosed with LD, so what you can do is you can provide a scribe for the child, and that scribe should be from a lower grade. कभी भी वो उससे बड़ा नहीं होना चाहिए बच्चे से, उससे नीचे क्लास का होना चाहिए. And आप ये पॉइंटर यहाँ पे पढ़ोगे तो स्क्राइब जो है वो पहले आप CBSE से परमिशन लो. You will ask the CBSE परमिशन. पेरेंट्स नहीं प्रोवाइड करेंगे, फैमिली नहीं प्रोवाइड करेगी, गार्जियंस नहीं प्रोवाइड करेंगे. The CBSE will give the permission. The child or the parent can arrange the scribe, but a permission आपको CBSE से भी मिलेगी. And a child can have a reader. अगर बच्चे को difficulty है reading में, तो child can ask for a scribe to read only, or they can have the reader. Scribe सिर्फ लिखने का काम करेगा. अगर बच्चे को writing problem है, then the child can go for the scribe. And if the child has any problem in reading, तो वो ऐसे person के पास जाएगा जो सिर्फ read कर सकेगा, उसके एग्जाम में बैठ के वो लिखेगा नहीं. And the class teachers or the person who is in the examination hall can also do that. In my previous school, we used to read the question paper. हम एक separate classroom में बच्चों को बिठाते थे learning disability वालों को, और we used to read every question. जो बच्चा बोलेगा, और हर टीचर बच्चे के साथ बैठ के जो बच्चा बोलेगा वो रीड करेगी. I understand that is not possible for every school, but a small step can change the life of a child. Extra time should be given to these child and allow the use of calculators. So I hope the session was fruitful for you. You got to know about a lot of things for the children with learning disability. And now, if you have any doubts, you can unmute yourself or you can write in the chat box. For next 6 minutes, 5-6 minutes, we are going to discuss the doubts. You can please unmute yourself or you can just write in the chat box.
Ma'am, actually there is a child in class 3. अभी आपने मैम बताया कि बच्चे को मतलब फर्स्ट टेबल पर बिठाइए, विंडो साइड या फिर दूसरी तरफ मत बिठाइए. बट द प्रॉब्लम इज कि अगर मैं उसे कंफर्टेबल फील कराने के लिए किसी और बच्चे के साथ बिठाती हूँ, तो ही स्टार्टेड बाइटिंग टू अदर्स. और इन केस ऑफ absence of any teacher, he started fighting with other students. So in that situation, what can I do?
Okay. Is he diagnosed with any disability or just these are the symptoms?
Yeah, speech therapy चल रही है मैम उसकी.
Okay.
And autism और dyslexia दोनों ही चल रहा है उसके साथ.
Okay. Can you tell me the name of age of the child?
I think it's 11 o'clock.
Oh.
Sorry, 11 years. Sorry, 11 to 12 years.
Okay, ma'am. Your good name is Pratiksha?
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. So he's 11 years old. ठीक है. So ma'am, जब बच्चा बहुत छोटा होता है तो हम ये इंटरवेंशन कर सकते हैं कि फर्स्ट डेस्क पे बिठाया तो वो आपकी बात सुनेगा, शायद फ्रेंड्स के साथ नहीं भी बिठाया. बट अगर वो बच्चा 11 इयर्स का है तो दैट मीन्स उसको ये सारी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है कि मैम मुझे फर्स्ट डेस्क पे बिठा रही है तो मैम मुझसे चाहती है कि मैं उन्हीं की बात सुनूं. So there, अगर आपको लग रहा है कि बाइटिंग प्रॉब्लम है या बच्चा किसी के साथ बैठ के और डिस्ट्रैक्टेड हो रहा है, and specifically the child who is suffering from autism, उनकी सेंसोरियल नीड्स होती हैं. वो किसी को बाइट या किसी को पुश इसलिए नहीं करते क्योंकि उनको बस करना है, उनकी बॉडी उनको कहती है. So what you can do is you can use break cards. अगर आपके पास स्पेशल एजुकेटर है कोई स्कूल में या इफ यू आर अ स्पेशल एजुकेटर, ब्रेक कार्ड्स आते हैं या यू कैन ऑल्सो मेक इट. आप गूगल करना, वो सिंपल कार्ड्स होते हैं और आपने वो बच्चे को, अगर उस बच्चे में अंडरस्टैंडिंग है स्पीच की, अगर वो आपकी बात को प्रोसेस कर पा रहा है, तो आप उसको या उसके पेरेंट्स को ये बताओ कि मैम मैंने इसको मॉर्निंग के 1 आवर तक 4 ब्रेक कार्ड्स दिए हैं. अगर इस बच्चे को नीड हो रही है कि बॉडीली नीड है कि मुझे खड़े होना है, तो वो आके मुझे एक ब्रेक कार्ड दिखाएगा और आप उसको क्लास में वॉक करने दो या उसको क्लासरूम के बाहर थोड़ा सा वॉक करके आने को बोलो और वो वापस आ जाएगा. इफ दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल कि आप उसे बाहर नहीं भेज सकते, तो आप उसको क्लास में ही 2-3 राउंड्स मारने दो क्योंकि उनकी बॉडी,
इससे बच्चे की हैबिट नहीं हो जाएगी क्योंकि ही नोज ईच एंड एवरीथिंग.
राइट,
फिर वो बार बार ये चीज करेगा.
आई अंडरस्टैंड. आपने फॉर एग्जाम्पल 7 डे का प्लान बनाया. आज आपने प्लानिंग करी कि मैं बच्चे को 1 आवर के लिए 4 कार्ड्स दूंगी. ठीक है, अगर आपको लग रहा है वो बच्चा वो इम्प्लीमेंट कर पा रहा है, तो आप कल उन 4 कार्ड्स को 3 कार्ड्स कर दोगे. और अगर आपको लग रहा है कि बेटर रिजल्ट्स आ रहे हैं, तो आप धीरे धीरे उसको फेड करोगे. हम कोई भी इंटरवेंशन करते हैं तो हम उसको जरूर फेड आउट करते हैं. डेली कभी भी हमें बच्चे को प्राइज नहीं करना, बिकॉज यू आर राइट. अगर हम डेली करेंगे तो वो हैबिचुअल हो जाएगा कि अच्छा मैं परेशान करूंगा तो मैम मुझे घूमने जाने देगी, तो आपको उसे फेड आउट करना है. एंड स्टिल इफ यू फील कि एक दिन में तो कभी भी रिजल्ट नहीं आएगा, आपको 1 वीक का प्लान बनाना ही पड़ेगा. मैम, is it clear or do you have any other doubt or any other point?
No, thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Is there anyone who has any other doubt? You can just unmute.
Hello,
yourself.
hi ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, my name is Deepthi and I'm a grade 1 teacher. And in my class, in my school, there are mixed, special needs children are also there. They are mixed up with other children also. And in my class, there is one child who now it's end of the session, and still now he doesn't know how to hold the pencil I have tried maximum because there are 25-30 students in the class. It's my time limit to focus on the special only one kid because the other children, yeah, they all are at the 6 years age, and they will shout, and I can't complain also that they are shouting, they are hitting each other, everyone is. So he will not write also, and he will not understand also. He will not understand means I used to sit with him. I used to give long work to others, and I used to sit with him, and at that time also he will not write. If he goes to write the alphabets, the whole page he will write. If he is writing A, the whole page of book he will write. But the parents are not at all understanding how to make the parents understood or aware about that. If some counseling or special care is given, he will understand because the whole 1 year, 24 April, he joined
Okay.
and he doesn't speak, ma'am. At that time, I thought he is new to the atmosphere and he will speak afterwards.
Hmm.
He doesn't wish good morning. His name is Suyash. When I say that I'm not, first of all, I'm telling I'm not a special educator. And his name is Suyash. I said, good morning, Suyash, when he entered the class. And then he will not say anything. After 2 days, he started telling to me, he repeated me that good morning, Suyash, to me also.
Okay. So then
After that,
child
after what?
diagnosed with anything?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. The parents are not at all accepting anything.
Okay.
That is the main issue.
Can you tell me the age of that child?
6 years.
6 years. Okay. I understood your problem. So mostly as per government or as per RCI, 6 years की एज तक जिस भी बच्चे को सस्पेक्टेड डिसेबिलिटी है should get diagnosed. And if the child
Yeah.
is not diagnosed, then specifically need to consult with the parents. See, again, it comes to individual choice. अगर parents नहीं मान रहे हैं, keep trying. I can understand. मेरी फील्ड में बहुत होता है कि मैं parents को नहीं बताती. Then they take a delay of 1 to 2 3 years. बाद में वो आते हैं कि मैम अगर हमने उसी टाइम पे करा लिया होता. But have a word with the counselor. Have a word with the principal. आप उनको दूसरे बच्चों के एग्जाम्पल्स दो कि सर मेरी क्लास में ये बच्चा भी है.
Yeah, ma'am. True. Ma'am, now online class is going on due to heavy winter. Yeah, I'm at Noida, and through that the parents are visible that every children is writing sentences. They are speaking and all, and writing the long sentences and all, framing story, picture composition and all. But yeah, we have called the parents specially to the school also and talked with them. Our principal ma'am has talked with them. Then also they are telling that please promote him to grade two because it will affect his age. He's already 7 years, about 7 years, 6 to 7 years, and please enter into grade two. We have told them let him study one more year in grade one, so he will be a little more comfortable. So they are not willing for that also.
Okay. See, I can understand, just understand from a parent perspective. अगर मेरा कोई बच्चा हो और मेरे बच्चे को कोई ऐसे टेंशन, I'll also feel that. Still, we as an educator, it is our job, it is our duty, not just our job, it is our duty. And पहले
Yeah.
आप कुछ interventions खुद से करके देखो. For example, आपने मुझे बताया that child is not able to hold the pencil correctly. So आपने देखा होगा हम जो घर पे कपड़े सुखाने वाली चिमटी लगाते हैं, वो आप पेंसिल के पीछे लगा सकते हो. सो व्हेन द चाइल्ड इज होल्डिंग द पेंसिल, तो ये वाली चीज होता है वो उस पे सपोर्ट देगी.
Okay.
और देयर आर पेंसिल, आप पेरेंट्स को बोल सकते हो दैट कम विद द ग्रिप. उन पे ग्रिप होल्डर्स होते हैं, यू कैन डू दैट. और अगर वो भी पॉसिबल नहीं है तो आप एक स्क्रंची ले सकते हो एंड यू कैन टाई इट अराउंड द फिंगर सो दैट पेंसिल उसके हाथ से स्लिप ना हो एंड देयर इज अ ग्रास्प.
Ma'am, I have tried the scrunchie.
ओके, तो उससे कुछ आपको हेल्प मिली या कुछ इम्प्रूवमेंट?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, he is breaking the lid of the pencil then.
Okay, so I will recommend in your case, firstly आपको पेरेंट्स को समझाना चाहिए, एंड अगर आपके स्कूल में कोई स्पेशल एजुकेटर है तो उन्हें ये काम करना चाहिए. They should have a word with the parent, counselors की टीम, special ed की टीम, and they should. We are not here to convince the parents. We are here to tell the fact to the parent. तो पेरेंट को fact बताना is very important, और as a strength कि मैम आई फील कि आपका बच्चा अगर पेंसिल नहीं पकड़ पा रहा है but उसके अलावा he is doing other things.
Yeah, that way in a positive way. I have in parents meeting also. I have talked to them in a positive way that he is very good man if we support him more.
Yeah, right.
Actually, yeah,
Sorry to
because
interrupt,
now
ma'am. Ma'am,
I can.
hello, ma'am. We actually have very less time in our hands. So, is there any other question? I hope, ma'am, the answer was clear. That you have to talk to the parent and you have to convince the parent about the problem.
Yeah, yes,
Only that's the
sure.
solution. Any other question?
Hello, ma'am. Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, actually, I have a child in class 8 who is diagnosed with mild autism. The child has issues with numericals. So the parent want to go for a subject change in class 9. Can you suggest what is the further step which I can guide the parent for that?
Okay. Firstly, try a lot of interventions to understand that the child is facing difficulty in breaking the numerical, or he's just getting scared by seeing the numerical. How you can detect that? For example, let's take an example ki word problem hai. There's a word problem that a child Renuka has eaten 5 apples and now he has got 5 more apples. So we know that 5 plus 5 10. आप just know about the liking of the child, the habit of the child. I used to have the same child in my classroom as well. So he's very fond of Avengers. So what I did was I changed the question. I changed it completely the question into the Avenger theme. Here, the child के पास Avenger के पास he has 10 gems. Now he got 50 more gems, Avenger stone and कुछ pattern बना के, and then the child used to draw the picture of Avenger, Marvels, कि थोड़ा थोड़ा कि अच्छा 10 इसके पास, now he has 50 more, and he was then able to understand the problem. So whenever you are seeing any problem, just try to understand the interest area of that child, and उसके बाद भी if you feel that the child is not able to solve it, then please go to the counselor or the special educator. Special educator will be the right person at that time. I hope that this is clear. Is there
Thank you,
anyone
ma'am.
who has any doubt? Or we should, I think, sir, nobody has any doubt. We can wrap up
Yes,
this
ma'am.
session.
Thank
And I
you.
would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Welcome, ma'am, and thank you for the session. Thank you for the information that you have shared.
Sorry to interrupt,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
ma'am, I have taken your session first time, and it was really amazing, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Just a little information for the certificates. Please save my number 9557564442.